Hello students, last class we have discussed 6 examples from Karnataka CET Mathematics 2020. So remaining examples we'll discuss in this session. So let us begin with this. So example number 7 is a die is thrown 10 times. So it is a 10 times means n is a given. So I take n equal to it is a 10. The probability that an odd number will turn up at least one time here. So sample space is a yes here. So it is a probability. See all possibilities here. Throwing a die 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 we are going to observe it here. So then the probability of getting an odd number is it is a 1, 3 and 5 are a odd number. So it is a P is a success of getting a odd number here. So probability of a success. So here it is 3 in number odd numbers, totally 6 are there. So simplifying this, probability of a success we are going to get it as a 1 by 2 here. So this one. Similarly, probability of a failure P plus Q equal to 1. So P is 1 by 2, Q as it is equal to 1. Simplifying Q, we get it as a 1 minus half, we are going to get it as a half. So n is a 10. Then probability of a success getting an odd number is 1 by 2. Probability of a failure is also 1 by 2 here. Then required probability is nothing but it is a 1 minus at least 1 will turn up, means so we will take at least 1 means it is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. So it will be very large. So instead of that I write probability of a x equal to 0. Other than a 0 is at least 1 it is. That will turn up. Then so I am writing a formula. So the formula is binomial formula NCR. It is P raised to R Q raised to n minus r it is. So further 1 minus n is 10 and C will be this value 0 here. So P 1 by 2 raised to 0 and Q is 1 by 2. It is a n is 10. 10 minus 0 is 10 here. So we will simplify this. So we get 1 minus 10C0 is 1 into 1 by 2 raised to 0 is 1 and 1 by 2 raised to 10 is 1 divided by 2 raised to 10 it is. Then further we can simplify this as 1 minus, so 1 divided by 2 raised to 10 is it is 1024. So simplifying this we will get answer as 1023 divided by 1024 here. So looking at the options, option A is a right answer. Like this we have to simplify here. Okay, we'll move to our next example. The probability of solving a problem by a 3 persons. Persons names are A, B and C independently is. So probability of solving a person A is it is 1 by 2. Probability of a person solving second problem is it is 1 by 4. And probability of solving the third person is P of C is 1 by 3. And probability of A not solving P of A dash is, we can write this as 1 minus probability of A. It is a 1 minus probability of A is 1 by 2. So 1 minus half we are going to get it as a half. So 1 minus the probability of A is P of A dash. Similarly P of B dash is it is a 1 minus P of B. So we are going to get this as a 3 by 4. Similarly probability of a C dash, it is 1 minus 1 by 3. So that we have to write it here. 2 divided by 3 we are going to get it here. Okay, then so here the probability of the problem is solved by any two of them. So required probability is any two are solving here. So probability of AB are solving, C he is not solving here, C dash I am taking. Then plus probability of A and C are solving, B is not solving, probability of a B dash it is. Then C dash we have taken, B dash, now A dash. So probability of A is not solving A dash, B and C are solving here. So these are independent. Multiplication is taken as a separate multiplication of this. Probability of A is, it is a 1 by 2. Probability of a B is 1 by 4. So C dash is there, 2 by 3 we will take it. Then probability of A and A now, it is a 1 by 2. B dash 3 by 4 and C 1 by 3 it is. Then probability of A dash is 1 by 2, B it is a 1 by 4, C it is a 1 by 3 it is. So we will simplify this. 2 get cancels, 3 get cancels. So simplifying, so we are going to get a solution as, after taking a LCM, 1 divided by 4 it is, 1 divided by 4. So clearly option A is the right answer here. So like this we have to simplify. Okay, next example, events E1 and E2 from a partition of a sample space. Yes, A is any event such that P of E1 equal to P of E2 equal to 1 by 2. Okay, so these are given informations. Probability of E2 by A is 1 by 2. Probability of A by E2 is 2 by 3. Then probability of E1 by A we have to find out here. So for that I am using a Bayes theorem. So Bayes theorem is probability of, it is a E2 divided by A, E2 divided by A. So this we will first will calculate here. So we will calculate what is a by E1, then it is easy to find E1 by A. Okay, so I am using E2 by A, so it is a equal to probability of E2, next probability of A by E2 whole divided by probability of a E1, probability of A by E1 plus probability of a E2, probability of A by E2. So in this substitute all the values. E2 by A is given, it is a 1 by 2, it is a given. Probability of a E2 1 by 2 into A by E2 2 by 3 whole divided by probability of a E1 1 by 2 and A by E1 it is a x, probability of a E2 1 by 2, probability of a by E2 it is a 2 by 3. So then 2 get cancels, here also 2 get cancels. So simplifying this for a x here, we are going to get a solution for a x as a 2 divided by 3. Okay, then now we will find probability of E1 by A here. So probability of E1 divided by A, formula we have to write it first. So if you remember the formula, direct you can substitute and find out here. Okay. So probability of a E1 into probability of A by E1, next P of E1 into P of A by E1 plus P of E2 divided by, sorry, into P of A by E2. So now substitute all the values. P of E1 1 by 2. Next, A by E1, it is a 2 by 3. So we know all these things. So P of E1 1 by 2. A by E1, just now only we have calculated 2 by 3. Remaining things we know. E2 is 1 by 2. Probability of A by E2 is 2 by 3 here. So here 2 2 2 2 and this 2 2 get cancels. Simplifying this, we are going to get an answer as a 1 divided by 2. So 1 by 2 is the answer. Therefore option D is the right answer here. Option D is the right answer. So this is a first page solution, second page solution. Okay, we'll move to our next example. Question number 10. The value of sine square 51 degree plus a sine square 39 degree is. So I am using here trigonometric formula. So transformation formula, cos 90 minus a theta is sine theta here. You have studied it in a 10th standard. So using that we are solving this one. So here sine square 51 can be written as, it is a cos square 90 minus 51. And second term, there is no change. I am writing as it is, sine square 39. Then we will observe that cos square as it is 90 minus 51, it is a 39 degree once again, plus sine square 39. So then we use a trigonometric identity. Sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Therefore answer is 1. Therefore clearly option D is the right answer here. Like this we have to use it. Okay. So we'll move to our next example. So it is a given that tan A plus cot A equal to 2. Then we have to find a value for tan raised to 4 plus cot raised to 4A. So actually it must be the A here. Okay. So tan raised to 4A plus cot raised to 4A equal to what we have to calculate here. So it is a given that tan A plus cot A equal to 2 here. So raised to 4 it is, we will square on both the side. So we will squaring, so squaring this, I am going to get A square plus B square plus 2AB, 2 tan A cot A, and RHS square, 2 square is 4. Then we will observe that tan and cot are reciprocal of one another. They get cancels each other. Then simplification is tan raised to 4A, sorry 2A plus cot raised to 2A, and plus 2 transporting to RHS minus 2, it will become 4 minus 2. We are going to get a solution as a 2 here. Then we want a tan raised to 4. Once again we'll square it on both the side. So squaring A plus B whole square. So tan square square, tan raised to 4A, cot square square, cot raised to 4A plus 2AB, 2 tan square A into cot square A equal to 2 square. We are going to get it as a 4. So further tan and cot are is reciprocal of one another. They get cancels here. So then we can write this as tan raised to 4A plus cot raised to 4A. It is a plus 2 transporting RHS 4 minus 2. 4 minus 2 is a 2 here. So answer is 2 here. Tan raised to 4A plus cot raised to 4A. Answer is 2. Option D is a right answer. Like this we have to simplify here. Okay. We'll move to our next example. So A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, the set A containing 6 number of elements. Then the number of a subset of A which contains at least 2 elements is. So at least 2 elements means 2 and more than 2 elements. So we have to eliminate. So set containing 1 element, singleton set or null set, we have to remove it. So a set containing only one element, singleton set we have to eliminate, and then null set here. So subset of any set is given by the formula 2 raised to n. So here 2 is as it is, so n is a number of element in a given set A. Here it is a 6, so 2 raised to 6, so we are going to get the answer as a 64. So 64 is a wrong answer, okay, because we have to find at least 2 elements, means 1 element and 0 element we have to remove it. So which are the element we have to remove it? See, empty set and singleton set, that is a set containing 1, 2, next 3, then 4, 5, 6. So totally we have a 7 elements. So 64, at least 2 elements they say, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that, any number. So below 2, singleton set and empty set we have to eliminate. So totally 7 sets we are going to get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 64 minus 7, we get an answer as a 57. Therefore option B is a right answer here. Like this we have to simplify here. Dear students, in this class example number 7 to 12 we have solved. So remaining examples we'll discuss it in a next session. So thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you once again.